Hello, Cube fans. I'm Brian Colwell. I'm joined here with John Terrell, and we are here for the top 64 draft of CubeCon.
CubeCon.
We are on day 4 of CubeCon. This is going to be, we have split the top 64 players into 8 different drafts, and each of those drafts is going to have a winner, a trophy winner, and then the winner of each of those drafts is going to move on to our top 8 championship to crown the king of CubeCon.
Yeah,
that's what we're calling it, right?
King of CubeCon.
Yeah. And I'm Brian Cole from Misty Mountain. This is John Terrell from
Celtic Cube.
Yeah, they're both CCs, Cube Cobra and Celtic Cube. And
CubeCon.
I was like, shoot, I'm gonna say the wrong one.
But, I mean, there may be a reason that there are C's in all of these names.
Yeah, so many C's, so much alliteration, so much fun this weekend. Everybody's really jazzed to be here. What a weekend! How's your weekend then?
Oh my gosh, it has been amazing. Everything's been going super smoothly, which is awesome. But really, the most exciting thing has been meeting so many awesome people. There's people. I mean, this has been a dream for more than 2 years now. We've been working. on this.
It was like right before 3 years, probably, right?
Probably. We got started in maybe October, November of 2019.
Well, we were gonna start right before the pandemic started.
Right.
So yeah,
we were organizing pre-pandemic.
Yeah, and John and I both were in the first group that came up with this idea to do this crazy con. Nobody's ever done a Cube convention, and we're here to bring you Cube.
Yeah.
And
it's good. I'm so glad that it's coming to fruition now. It's bigger and better even than what we'd first planned, and we're stoked to keep it rolling and make it bigger and better still next go round.
But enough about us. We are about to start the. They'll be drafting a cube that was designed by you yourself. It's called the Eleusis Cube.
Yeah.
What is an Eleusis? Let's start out there.
Yeah, absolutely. This wasn't a name that was intended for like vastly public consumption when I came up with it. So there's that. Eleusis is the seat of a mystery cult in ancient Greece, the Eleusinian Mysteries.
Oh.
And so years ago when I started designing this cube, maybe in 2011, something like that, for me, Cube was this amazing, like powerful exploration of this magical environment. And to me, that evoked ancient Greece, ancient mysteries. So that's the name.
Is it a Theros cube then?
A theorist's cube?
Theros, yeah.
Oh no, it's not. No. That's a totally fair question, right? Is it Theros? No, this is pre-Theros, I guess.
Okay, that's true. But there were no Greek cards,
No, and there's I don't know. It's not themed in that way, but the name has stuck. Yeah.
So what are the basic themes of the cube? What's going on here?
Yeah, this is a legacy-ish powered cube, no power, legacy power level cube, and it is sort of back to basics kind of environment in the sense that I focus heavily on the major macro archetypes in Magic. There's aggro, there's control, there's mid-range. All of those things are heavily supported. There's lots of redundancy in effects that I really like. So there's a ton of inexpensive, like 2-mana counter spells, ton of cantrips.
Is it built towards like certain so 2 ways of building cubes is either just all the good cards you want, but the other is like I want to include some archetypes, some signposts to get people to.
Right.
What area is yours more in?
Yeah, it's more in the first camp. That's a good point. It's not so there are certainly archetypes that are there, and you can do like artifacty things, and there are some extremely powerful cards like Tinker that will allow you to do artifacty things for sure. But it's
So this is your first cube you ever made.
Yeah.
And you've been tuning it for how long?
Since 2011.
Since 2011.
Yeah.
This 11-year-old cube.
Yeah.
That you've just been tinkering and adjusting and fine-tuning.
A lot of tinkering.
So we're gonna see a very well thought out environment here.
Oh, it's exciting. I'm so happy to have it featured here.
So we're gonna start here where we have some good names in this got some judge announcements.
Oh, people are cheering.
We're supposed to clap
here. Yeah,
because we're about to
CubeCon.
Be quiet in here, John's.
Yeah, I don't know if we can hear it. I hope so. I don't know if you all can hear this, but Jonathan Prostoff. Oh yes, you can hear him.
On top of that, thank you. I want to thank a couple of people, our organizing committee, who's put an amazing amount of hours. Let's give it up to the organizing committee. All of us, and I also want to thank Dave Wolfman, who's a partner in this, and has been an amazing partner. So give it up to Dave Wolfman. So years ago, I had a dream that we could have a whole convention of cubers, and that we could all just get together and have an amazing time. And I pitched that dream to this man right here, Justin Parnell, and he was on board from the jump. And since then, we've pretty much been working for years to make it happen. We recruited a team of amazing other volunteers. We got some of the best people in the world that are doing this stuff that can be doing it, and we got it going. And now look at it, we made it happen. Is this fucking amazing?
Yeah.
And I'll say this, we had a lot of people tell us it's not going to be possible. There's too many logistical issues. It's too hard. But cubers are the best match players in the world. And it's the best in the community. We're so happy you're here. And because you all made this happen, it's a success. So I want to thank you all too again, real quick. Just plug a couple more.
Thank you.
We're all on Discord, so we have a community, so we can all keep in touch. And even, we're going to get together next year. We're running it back. Round of applause for that. But it's still a here, right? It's still talk and hanging out and sharing stuff. So keep in touch on Discord with us. Keep going. And also, I want to just take a moment to bask in the fact that we have some of the best players in the world. We have Sam Black, we have Caleb, we have some amazing players. But we also have people with
Sam Black and Caleb Durward in this draft.
Yeah.
Before, and they made you, and everyone's going to play together. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that cool? And everyone's part of the class. So this exceeded my dreams, my wildest visions. And I couldn't do it without you. So let's take the biggest round of applause for everyone who came here to make this happen. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. CubeCon, 1, 2, 3. CubeCon. All right,
Missed it. We missed the cue.
Oh, I got us covered.
Well, I can't really tell that. I'm really boring.
Exciting.
All right.
Oh man.
Kind of a terrific.
More announcements.
I got some bad news.
So what's your favorite deck to draft in this cube? What do you think? What do you think 3-0s the most? Is there like an archetype you think, or is it so balanced that?
Well, I hope it's well balanced. That's the goal for sure. I personally am a blue mage at heart. I love control decks, so I'm often playing. Hey, what's it? Oh no, that's bad. Oh.
Scary aggressively. No, I'm kidding. All Magic is great.
Oh no. What manner of mage are you?
I am Gruel at heart.
Okay.
But I love blue cards too.
Okay.
So
Okay,
I would say green, blue, and red are my favorite colors to play in general in Magic.
Yeah.
But I'll play anything. I love all Magic. I love all strategies.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You're a rug player. Sounds good.
Okay, Oxen. This is not the actual top 8. They both. Okay, sorry, I misread your thing. They can't both be in top 8. It was seed generated. So Sam was the first seed. He played every cube he could. This 9 cubes. I believe he won 6 of them.
He didn't trophy 2.
Yeah.
And
So I guess he only did 8.
Well, he played in the grudge match.
There's 6.
There's 6 plus
He
the
did
grudge
6,
match he was in on the first day. So he played a total of 7, I guess.
He trophied 4. He went 2-1 the other 2.
Yeah.
Caleb, on the other hand, I think he only played. He played 2 on the first day, 3-0'd both of them, and then he skipped the third one. And then yesterday, I think he played at least 2. I think he 3-0'd and 2-1. He lost to Sam in the last one.
about CubeCon.
So he has a few less points, but it's because he didn't cube quite as much as everybody else.
Yeah, he went and did more cube elsewhere, which is what a lot
He
of us.
paced himself,
Yeah.
and we're gonna see how that works out for him.
Yeah, right. We organizers, we haven't been playing much cube in the tournament either, but it's been a lot of fun. Like,
I got 2 cubes in yesterday though. That was fun.
I got 1 cube in yesterday, and we've been doing a lot of after hours cubing. That's for sure.
What cube did you do yesterday?
I did Derek Gallen's 4 packs of Magic cube. That was super cool.
Okay.
Derek's an awesome designer. He's a good friend out of New York, and you draft 4 packs of 16 cards. And boy, people talk about cube as a drafting a constructed deck, and in Derek's environment, that's really true. I had 1 basic land in the in the deck. It was awesome.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I did the first cube. First cube I did was the Rainbow Synergy cube, which was really fun. Just the kind of Magic you just really want to play. Like all like crazy card advantage cards and like ridiculous mana bases. And I 2-1 that one. I won 1-1 that one.
Okay. Yeah. That happens.
My deck, I think, was a little too grindy because that's how I tend to skew.
What percentage of the deck was gold cards?
Probably half.
Yeah.
I would say I probably had 20 gold cards.
Well,
And then the second one I did was the Dichotomy Cube. It was all black and white cards.
No
You pretty
gold
much
cards.
drafted black or white. My first pack I opened and Necropotence was there,
oh yeah.
and I was contractually obliged to take it because I've argued with people a few times on whether Necropotence is good in cube.
Okay.
I believe it is awesome.
It's
And
awesome. Fair enough.
But I've definitely heard people tell me that it's unplayable.
Okay.
So
right.
I was like, I got to do this,
Okay.
and it was awesome.
And
I'll
did you
say.
do it?
We went 2-1. We narrowly lost to like a really good Angel deck.
Oh yeah.
To
Oh, is this the deck that made
Andy-
27 angels or something? Is this what you
no,
were
no,
describing?
that was another one.
Okay.
There were a lot of white decks that made a lot of Angels.
Nice.
So
Very
watch out
good.
for that if you play the black-white.
Okay. That's cool. They were like polar opposites, those decks. In Eleusis, I have really relatively few gold cards. As a cube designer, I dislike gold cards. Unless the
Really?
environment is meant for it. And so my theory is that gold cards, they very often go around the table and don't find a home. And they're at much higher risk than single colored cards for being dead picks, you know, for being pick 14, 15.
See, as a drafter, I love it because I feel like if I'm in the least popular colors, which is like what you kind of want to do. You want to be like the colors that get past the most. Then like if the gold cards that happen to be in my colors happen, like I can often like wheel them or get them really late,
Right.
And that makes me feel really smart.
Yeah.
Really, really smart.
Well, yeah, that's a fun experience for sure. I especially dislike, 3+ colored cards because the problem is, increased dramatically there outside of the guilds.
I think 2's the sweet spot unless you're kind of Rainbow Synergy or something.
Yeah, right. And if you design a cube around gold, that's super cool, and you're making it happen. That's a design decision. But here, the decision was to stick to single colors much more.
Mm-hmm.
I've got.
What do you think about hybrid cards then?
I like hybrid cards a lot more. Those are much,
Too good or?
Oh no, I want people to be. I want a lot of flexibility for what people are doing. So hybrid cards. I just love them. MDFC and.
I guess if you put too many in, you risk monocolor being too good.
Yeah,
right?
That's true.
The Shadowmoor problem. Well,
yeah.
I guess that was fairly intentional with Shadowmoor.
That's true, and monocolor can be really quite excellent here. So there's very aggressive decks in red, white, and black, and so you can easily 3-0 doing just mono black aggro. That's a thing. But you can also 3-0 doing a much more controlling strategy in maybe 3 colors. I love doing that when I'm in Grixis or Jeskai or Orzhov, that kind of space.
So how's the mana in this cube? How's the mana fixing in general? Is 3 color pretty is 3 or 5 color pretty viable, or is it more like you want to stick to 2 and stay in your lane a little more?
I think you can be 3 color very easily. I think there's not much reward for being like 5-color, for instance. So I shy away from that. I don't see those being super successful, but we'll see what our awesome, amazing, like highly qualified drafters make of the environment. See what they do with it. The mana's good. Yeah, we break singleton for fetches. There's double fetches.
Yeah,
There's
2 of every fetch land.
Yeah,
2 of every shock land.
double shocks. Yeah,
No actual dual lands, right?
no actual dual lands. No.
I like that. Dual lands, too good, too easy.
Yeah, and this does then punish people for going,
Helps
even
aggro.
bigger in the 5-color direction.
That helps aggro a lot, though, right? Is
It
aggro pushed a little more because there's all shock lands? I guess?
Yeah, aggro is very good, and there's so much cheap interaction. There's like a million shocks in the environment, right? And Syrian Spear kind of variants, so you can. There's a lot of like bread and butter effects. There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of planeswalkers. It looks like.
Yeah.
How many planeswalkers are in this cube?
I don't know. I should have looked up that data before. We made some changes in advance of CubeCon happening.
3 Garrix, my favorite planeswalker. So that's good.
Okay. Yeah. We got a ton of planeswalkers. I've got another cube here, which is called Petty Nobility, which is a much lower powered, and it's like a Master's Power environment. 0 planeswalkers there, so you can draft one of my cultic cubes and go in either direction with the planeswalkers. I love planeswalkers. Some people are scared of them, but I think that they're
interesting decision. It looks like you cut all the Ajani's since he turned traitor and turned the Phyrexians.
Yeah, we did the like Klingon, turn our back on a Johnny.
Canceled him.
Yeah, forget him. Yeah, I don't know. There's not a ton of great Johnnies, I don't think.
What a Johnny Vengeance?
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I feel like he's feeling his age though.
Oh, okay.
And he's gold.
Oh yeah, and you don't like gold cards.
No, forget gold cards. We do have gold walkers though. There's like Teferis and things.
We're not starting as quickly as we thought. They're trying to fill in the. I guess we had a few no-shows, so they're like trying to get like a couple extra people into the queues, missing people.
Oh, that's great.
To make sure it's a full competitive
good
spot. Because like, so the cool thing about CubeCon, right, is like it's part Cube is casual and Cube is competitive. So it's like it's a weird sweet spot, right? Like of like where people are like really into it, like because of like just like the casual fun of like, this isn't usually a competitive format, but also like people want to optimize their picks and like really think deep about like the strategies and stuff. So I've always found that really fascinating about Cube. Is like, and even going to the con where it's like, are we a casual event? Are we a competitive event? And we weren't exactly sure. So now we're here. Our solution was we would have this top 64, which would be like not that hard to get into. It's like we had almost 200 people come to CubeCon, and 64 of them advance. So it's about over a third of like the active drafters made it to this. Okay, we're gonna start up now. We're gonna switch over to the draft, and it is drafting time. We got Caleb Durward in the saddle here, and he's checking out. He's moved a treachery to the front.
He likes a treachery. Oh, there's swords,
and as well as a source of plowshares. Probably one of the best removal spells in the whole cube.
It's amazing. Look at that stacked pack. He's got
an Ashiok.
Yeah, there's a Grave Titan in there. There's a Dauntless Bodyguard, possibly. Syncopate, maybe. I see.
Yeah, it says Syncopate. Is that a Grave Titan?
Yeah, Grave Titan's in there. Yeah, good old gravy train.
Man, I'm a believer in the original artworks. He's new ones, and I know.
yeah. Oh, Recurring Nightmare. Wow, look at that stacked Demir.
I love
Recurring Nightmare. Oh, goodness.
So what do you think he's going to take here? The Swords to Plowshares, the Treachery, and what do you think is better here?
If it were me, I'd take Swords to Plowshares because it costs 1, but Treachery is an extremely powerful card.
I'd take Treachery because I'm a dreamer.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
And I like the 2-for-1 people more than that's my favorite thing. I mean, Magic.
Oh yeah,
getting 2 cards of value out of 1 card.
Yeah,
do that as many times as I possibly can.
It's an amazing card. You got to get there though, right? And so if you're playing a control deck in this environment, you have to be prepared to put up the walls, establish your defenses.
Caleb's going with the Source of Plowshares, a pick you can't argue with ever.
No.
No.
That's a great pack one, pick one.
Best removal, one of the best removal spells in Magic for all its history.
Did we see a land in that pack? I'm not sure I saw a land.
I don't remember seeing a lot of lands in that one. All right, Glorybringer, Assassin's Trophy,
Ooh, Cloud Conceal. I kind of love that.
Snapcaster Mage,
Snapcaster Mage, Coercive
Flame Tongue
Portal.
Kavu,
Yeah,
Coercive Portal. What's that? What's the gold
Oh.
card there?
that is the I'm gonna look it up. Cryptic Pursuits. Is that what it's called? It's a newish card, and it's a commander card.
That's an Ornithopter, right?
It is
Ornithopter Paradise. Was that what that was?
It is Cryptic Pursuit. Awesome. Thank
Okay,
you,
so you moved
producer Michael.
Moved a Glorybringer to the front along with Flame Tongue Kavu, Snapcaster Mage. Is that what's the black card?
I didn't see it. There's a Toxic Deluge in there.
He's taking the Glorybringer.
Okay.
So our start is Glorybringer Source of Plowshares.
Okay.
I love Glorybringer.
Yeah.
It's
It's sweet.
amazing.
It is.
Amazing dragon. One of my favorite dragons.
Yeah. I don't have many 5-mana spells and 5-mana
All right,
creatures
we
in
got
red like
Asika's
that.
Chariot. We got Jace, Vryn's Prodigy.
Well, he's not seeing just a ton
And
of white
is
and
that
red.
Memory Deluge or?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Memory Deluge, that's right. There's a Fleet Wheel Cruiser that he could be interested in if he's going. There's a Dismissive Pyromancer.
I love this chariot pick.
Oh, yeah.
Like I think he's just
Nice.
going for like just general card advantage power here.
Yeah.
He's got that cheap removal spell, to help shore up any like faster strategies, and then he's gonna back it up with like some big boom booms.
Ooh, okay.
So we got
he's
a
interested
Karn.
in the Karn, liberated.
He's going big.
Uh-huh.
Caleb's got. Do you have a lot of ramp in your cube?
Well, in green, there are
green.
rocks, but we limit the number of rocks because when I had a bunch, I found that made control oppressive.
Mhm.
So there's a lot of ramp in green. You kind of want to be on, there's a million dorks. So you can be on dorks, but they're pretty susceptible to getting shocked,
Yeah, it looks like he's also considering this Thraben Inspector, a favorite of John Brostoff's, as we all know.
Yeah, Jay Bro, I like that pick.
I think he's gonna take this Karn though.
I don't know. I don't know that I'd take the Karn. I'm excited to see what he does. If he
I love
slams it.
Inferno Titan, man.
Yeah, for
Or
sure.
just-
Oh, he's taking it.
He's taking the Karn.
So he's staying very open, it feels like, and seeing where these packs lead him.
Mhm. Okay, got a Shark Typhoon,
Oh my God,
a Goblin
Shark
Rabble
Typhoon.
Master.
Shark Typhoon, one of my favorite cards of late.
Always love taking cards. Always like taking Rabble Masters. Any card that just puts a 1/1 into play every turn. It's like one of my favorite places to be in Cube.
Absolutely. CubeCon. Jonathan Brostoff dancing
Also,
for us.
Looks like he's taking Everflowing Chalice. He's gonna get on the ramp.
All
plan.
right,
he's
working
got
on
some.
that Karn.
He's got some expensive stuff, and he knows how to get there.
There's a Draga Tree Speaker.
Now we're going to Draga's Tree Speaker.
That card is
Grist.
Grist is very sweet. Draga Tree Speaker is a card where you're taking a risk when you start leveling up that guy.
Caleb is taking that risk. He is
All right.
going to throw Tree Speaker into his pile. I like taking Tree Speaker.
Yeah.
I love that card in Cube. It's a cheap card. Like often, like they have to kill it, otherwise it's gonna get pretty bad for
Yeah,
them.
people call it the Green Soul Ring, right? But
Mhm.
it feels real bad when you get Doombladed when you go to in response to the level up trigger.
It's like he's
he likes
that was
Vivian.
Vivian. Which Vivian is that?
5-mana Vivian. What's her name?
The destroys enchantments and artifacts and flying creatures.
It was
and-
the Vital Force, right?
Yeah.
Vivian Vital Force, I think, is what we just took.
Okay, looks like
Ooh, he likes
is that
Arlen?
Arlen Cord?
It is.
Elish Norn, Day of Judgment.
Wow. He's interested in these big white cards too. Arlen, there. Okay.
Looks like an Elish
Norn.
Norn.
Wow. All right.
You don't have a lot of ways to cheat a giant card into play though with your cube, right? So he's gonna have to just.
Yeah.
Do you have like your reanimation strategies at all? or
No,
anything like
not
that?
in this version of it.
Oh.
I have in the past, but I got
Vivian
tired
Reed,
of it.
thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, excellent. Vivian Reed.
But Vivian Reed's not in your cube. So is Vivian Monster's Advocate, the one that can play creatures off the top.
Okay. We got new art for her. Oh, what are we looking at? Oh, there.
Did
here
we,
go. Yeah.
Did he take his next card? No, we didn't miss anything.
Okay, we're seeing what
So he's got right now. He's got Glorybringer, Derogatory Speaker, Everflowing Chalice, Asika's Chariot, Vivian,
Tarn
of the Monsters
Liberated.
Advocate, Karn, and Source of Plowshares. Now we're gonna see this is his wheel. Biogenic Ooze, Zergo, Unexpected or something. Unexpectedly absent.
Yeah, that's a
He's gonna
sweet
take
card.
that unexpectedly absent.
Instant speed interaction.
Not
in white.
considering any one drop beaters here.
No, and fair enough. That's good. He's taken big payoffs here.
I talked to Sam briefly before the draft. He said he thought there were like tons of wraths in your cube.
There are bunch of rats.
So that made him like. He said he wasn't a fan of the aggro creatures because he thought he was just gonna get wrathed.
Yeah, that right. So you either get run over by aggro or you wrath the board.
It's looking pretty good. It looks like basically a green-white deck. I'm thinking.
Okay.
I would expect the Glorybringer probably not to make the team at this point.
Yeah.
Unless he gets some really good color fix.
Yeah.
All right, Assassin Trophy, Coercive Portal coming around. That's
interesting.
That's a pretty good pickup here. He might be looking at that stomping ground. It looks like he's considering
he's
stomping
taking
ground.
the portal. Okay.
He's gonna take the portal.
He's taking all that value.
A little more card advantage.
Nice.
Because that's what you need when you have like giant haymakers, is to draw more. This is my trap. This is the trap I always fall in. So it's good to see a player of Caleb's caliber also.
Okay. Tireless Tracker, it looked like.
Was that Tireless Tracker? I thought it was Experiment one for a second, but
no, I don't think so. Or it might have been. Was it the new one?
That's not in your cube, so it was probably Tireless Tracker. Vorapede, is that what that is?
Late memory deluge.
Vigilance, Trample, Undying.
There's Damnation all the way coming around. Wow.
Yeah, he's gonna take that Damnation.
It was Briarbridge Tracker. Okay, good. Thank you, chat. You're awesome.
It looks like a Wall of Blossom or Wall of Omens.
Okay.
That's gonna the white Wall of Blossoms. That's gonna help him. That's a nice pick. That's a really nice late pickup for his deck.
Yeah.
Because he's got all these boom booms. Big take control cards. Oh, a green white Shockland. What a pickup here.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Exactly what you want is to use your not great picks to fix your mana.
Yeah, I'm surprised that dual land went around so late too.
And then a Valky.
Okay.
Caleb's got to be feeling pretty good about this right now, right?
Yeah.
He's got stuff that does great stuff. He probably is kind of. I wouldn't be surprised if he's wishing he would have picked up that Day of Judgment now, based on how this turned out.
That's true.
But overall,
he's got a roadblock.
A lot of strong 2-for-1 cards.
Yeah.
Cards that are good against an aggro deck, I think.
He's got inexpensive interaction. That's key.
All right, now we got
cards that are
cards upside down. Looks like a Council's Judgment.
Yeah, that
a Gilded Goose.
There's a Solitude.
Solitude.
That goes straight to the front of the pack. I'm with Caleb.
He is loving that Solitude.
Yeah, that is a very good Magic card. And is that a Subtlety behind it? Wow, excellent. Got the new Evoke cards.
Yep, those Evoke Elementals and always in the cubes. Council Judgment, Horizon Canopy. He's got some amazing wheels.
He's gonna wheel something.
Yeah. So he's got to be feeling good about this open for himself.
Yeah. Slam that Solitude.
All right, we got big old Elspeth.
Okay, he's ready for another big finisher. Oh, there's Intrepid Adversary. That's a consideration. He may not have enough inexpensive creatures.
What's the green card?
Champion of Ronus.
What does that do? Can we get that one up there, Mike?
It's an extort creature that cheats things into play.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So I think that'd be a very reasonable card to wheel.
Yeah.
And
it would be
probably very good in its deck. Although he doesn't have a lot of big creatures right now. He's moving Nature's Lore right to the front, get some ramp going.
Ooh, Breathkeeper Seraph. That's a cool card. Could we see that one, Michael?
Yeah, I don't know that one. That's a new one.
Mm-hmm. It is, and it's from an EDH.
All right, it's
Commander
a
product.
flying soul bond. He's taking the nature's lore.
As long as Breathkeeper Seraph is paired with another creature, each of those creatures has, when this creature dies, it went away. It comes
Mhm.
back. It comes back is what happens.
Nature's lore gets a forest out of your
Yeah.
deck and puts into play 2 mana. Yeah, we got a Regavan, a Spellskite. I think I like Spellskite. Like, get your walls out.
Wow, he took the monkey. Wow.
He took the monkey.
That's pretty aggro.
Must be still thinking 3 colors here.
Okay, and keeping his options open.
Yep.
Okay.
Still
No
dreaming
one
of
else-
that Glorybringer, you know.
Okay. Monkey power. All right. Yeah, you think he's just okay? Chat thinks he's just cutting the red player. Fair enough. With the Ragavan pick.
I don't know. What do you think about like defensively drafting in an 8-man? I've never felt great about it.
I mean, if you're extremely concerned about the deck, I can see it. I'm not usually. Ooh, there's a sweet one. Leonin Stalker is.
He's reading. I'd love to read that one too.
Yeah,
Mike.
read it.
Leonin Stalker. He's going to take another Temple Garden. I think he has all of them.
Is that what it is?
That was a Temple Garden. I recognize
Nice.
that. Kills Ravnica artwork anywhere.
I gotta look at my list. Consult my list. I think I've stumped Michael because I gave him the wrong name. Somebody give me the right name for the thing.
He's got an Aaron Mesa moving to the front of the pack.
Something Stalker. It's something Stalker, you guys.
Yeah.
Who can tell me what? Ooh, Aaron. Yes. That is a key
Caleb at this
pickup.
point has a lot of nice cards, and he's just finding. I think he's like probably rightly thinking, I just have to make sure I cast them.
He found a Wrath. It looks like depopulate. There's a
Him to Turok in
him.
the pack.
Yes.
It's gonna take
Likes
burst
the
lightning.
Okay.
It's a 2 damage for 1 mana. You can kick it for 4.
Stalking Leonin. Thank you, BuzzBuzz125. Stalking Leonin. That's the thing. Not Leonin Stalker. Could we see?
He's showing the glare. Okay. I think Mike just told him. All right, there. It's better. Okay, now we can see it. Perfect. Shaky camera. It's like a
Awesome.
horror movie.
If you get a chance, Michael, could you
Fatal
pull up Stalking
Push.
Leonin?
Electric synthesizer.
Oh, yeah. That experimental synthesizer. That's a
Experimental
sweet card.
synthesizer.
Yeah.
He's gonna take a red-white land.
Nice.
All right, his mana's looking great for
It
that
is,
Regavan
yeah.
now. Like, all right.
Yeah.
Caleb's right. We're wrong. Regavan, awesome.
He's making it
Monkeys
happen.
for life. He's got his ramp. It's a ramp spell. It's a ramp spell. That's what it is.
It is that. That's very true. Monkey into Karn, go.
That's why he's sitting in the big draft and we're not.
This
But I
is true.
didn't play. You know. All right,
Yeah,
looks like a
that's
Horizon Canopy is going to be another fixer.
That's
Great
good.
one. You can cash in for a card later.
Gem Razor, that's a sweet card.
Gem Razor's pretty good too.
Horizon Canopy's great, man. You just you sack it at some point, you get a card.
He doesn't have a lot of answers to artifacts and enchantments currently.
That's true.
Is there a lot of powerful ones in your cube, or do you think it's like a less viable avenue?
I would very much like to have some disenchant effects in the main board, but
Okay, so this is a cube you would main deck and naturalize.
well, probably not actual naturalized, but a naturalized staped onto something useful, like a Rex Sage or like a.
But you can't draft naturalize. But.
Or, yeah, no, there's no naturalized.
Right,
no. That sort of thing is great. Gem Razor is an awesome flexible card that also just beats down if you want to just beat down. You know?
Sure does, yeah.
Put some damage in. But yeah, you want to be able to interact with walkers even more probably than you want in terms of non-creature permanents on the board, even more than the enchantments and artifacts and so on.
All right, the Ronus came back.
Is that Jetmir's Garden? Which one? Which is
that is. I think that might be the red.
was.
It might be
I think it's
a
the
red,
not-
green, white triland.
Awesome. He got his Triland. That's perfect.
Oh yeah, Jordan was calling out the wheel there.
Yeah.
What's
that's
that
great.
Three Kingdoms card? I never know what the Three Kingdoms card is. That's a world spide worm in there.
Oh, that's Fire Ambush. I love Fire Ambush. Oh my gosh, and it's so beautiful.
What does it do? Fiery ambush?
It's a volcanic hammer.
Oh,
It's a 2-mana sorcery, deal 3.
okay. He's got to take young
Ooh.
Peasy,
All right.
young Pyromancer. Probably not making the deck.
Yes.
The
Take the
jack-o'-lantern. I like the jack-o'-lantern.
I love the jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah.
I was arguing with Jonathan
Just
Kostoff
like
about this the other
incidental
day.
graveyard hate.
Yeah, he's like,
and
why is
a
the
little mana
jack-o'-lantern?
fixing.
Yeah, yeah. Draws you a card.
I don't know what that card was.
I think it was Cultivator Colossus.
And a Dread Wanderer. Man, I you know what? I always see like cards like Dread Wanderer, Bloodsoaked Champion go late, and I think
Yeah.
they're just such great cube cards, you know,
Yeah.
because they're like, yeah, just a 1-mana 2-power creature that like is gonna be able to like
With
come back
recursion.
later for like some card advantage. Sign me up.
Yeah. I'm with you.
But I never see people jump on that strategy so much.
It is looking sweet. So sweet. I'm excited. He's in Naya.
Well, he has Arid Mesa at least, so he can search out any color for his mana already.
Oh yeah.
J Bro
Jonathan
joining the
Kostoff's in
chat. Looks like
That was Candle Trap, Elves of Deep Shadow.
just slam that Carnage Tyrant just for the kids here, Caleb.
Oh,
That's what I
goodness.
want. But he's gonna take
Ooh,
a
he
second
finds
Arid
it.
Mesa. It looks
He
like.
finds a fetch. I like it.
Man, Carnage Tyrant though.
Yeah.
It's just a big
It's a
ass,
card.
just a big ass dinosaur.
Yeah.
There's a Rip Apart in there, so maybe he looks like he's already thinking, you know. Oh,
Okay.
Arid
He
Mesa.
likes the
Yep.
Arid Mesa.
Looks like he's already thinking I might want artifact enchantment answers here. Oh, this card
Ooh.
is there's some real hot
Okay.
tickets here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That
Look at this pack.
begins with an L, right?
Lelia, yeah.
Lelia, I think that card is just so powerful.
Oh, it's such a good card.
He moved a Garrick to the front, but I don't think that's gonna beat up this. Not even Sylvan Library.
Yeah, I think
It's
I
gonna
slam.
talk you out of there.
Yeah, I slam Lelia. Sylvan Library, no.
Yeah,
And
I
he's got-
see the Sylvan, and it hurts my heart to
I
pass
know.
it.
He's got Coercive Portal. That's
He's
kind
got
of
a-
the Sylvan Library.
Yeah, he even has like fetch lands to shuffle it. And stuff.
Yeah, well, that's true.
All right,
That's
big
true.
old Chandra
Blast
here.
from the Past. Oh, can we see Blast from the Past? This is an
And
uncard that's super sweet.
That's Sarah the Benevolent. Blast from the Past.
Madness,
the-
Cycling, Kicker.
Blast from the Past
Flashback,
is the
Finder.
uncard that ends up in the cube every time.
Yeah, yeah,
Not every time, but often.
yeah. Wild Call. That's a sweet card. If you can dump mana into it. Raging Ravine.
Raging
That
Ravine.
seems like
Always
a
great to
pickup.
add a creature to your mana base.
Yeah.
Um,
The more lands you pick, the more cards in your
I-
pool that you play.
I think the right pick here is Llanowar Rolf though.
Okay, fair enough.
Get your Layla on turn
Yeah.
2 and
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
great pick, Caleb. There were some tantalizing options there, but he's gonna make sure everything's firing on time for himself.
Yeah. Yeah, and that is in
All right, that's that's Turn Timber something.
Turn Timber.
We got a Night
Symbiosis.
Pack.
Yeah, it's an MDFC. A Spikefield Hazard is another great MDFC. It just deals 1 damage on the front face at instant, but it can enter as a tapped red source.
I like
On
it.
the back
Earthshaker Kenra,
That's a great aggressive card.
great little aggressive card. They can also just
He's
tend to win
interested
games
in-
later.
Yeah, he's interested in the Basalt Monolith.
I like this Night Pack Amateur.
That's great.
4/4 Flash.
Yeah, surprise him.
Spikefield. He's like, oh, but wait, a Spikefield
Yeah,
might really save me if I'm getting beat down by
That's
some
true.
fast beaters. He's gonna
he's got the spike.
go
field,
for
it looks like.
safety.
Okay.
Night Pack is that a nice chunker. I'm gonna use that. Yeah, he's got so many chonkers though. I think that's what he's thinking.
Oh, he's interested
It's
in
Chonk
land.
City here.
There's the new Flame Tongue Yearling. That is.
Okay. Yearling, is that a Wooded Foothills
Uh,
or
it's hard to see. I'm not sure. There's Magma
full art?
Jet. He's interested in.
is that Stomping Ground?
There's Flame. Yeah. Okay. So he's not even interested in Flame Tongue Yearling. Fair enough. It is double red, but it's a card that at ETBs and kills something, and it scales, right?
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
dump extra mana into it. I like that card.
I like Flame Tongue Yearling too. It's probably a pretty great pickup if he's worried about getting beat down. I'm not sure he's worried. Like, what do you think he's most worried about now? He's
Yeah.
like, I'm sure he's like
That's
my
true.
draft's going well at this point,
Ooh,
and
Sky
he's
Sovereign
gonna take.
console
He wants the
flagship.
boat.
Yeah.
If I'm Caleb, I'm thinking this draft's going great. My
Uh-huh.
deck is great. What in this cube is going to beat me, and what can I draft to shore that up at this
Yeah,
point? Because
that
his
makes
mana's
sense.
great, his bombs are great.
Ooh, Fertile Ground. He's taking the Avacyn's Pilgrim. All
Sting
right,
Absence Pilgrim.
very good. Fertile Ground is a 2-mana enchantment you put on a land and taps for any color. So that's more expensive, but it's also it's harder to kill.
Another
than an
cheap
Avacyn.
mana guy. 1/1 mana dude's awesome when there's lots of aggro creatures in the cube. I think.
And
Like,
there's Ginny Faye. Ginny Faye's sweet.
Ginny Faye is pretty good. I'm not sure it's great in his deck,
Yeah,
but
he does have the Asika's Chariot, so
He doesn't-
that is on theme in that
yeah,
sense. And
he
can
has
push that.
Elspeth too.
Yeah, that's right.
What is that card? Is that
Apex Altasaur? Altasaur? That sounds right.
Apex Altasaur? Can we
Yeah.
get that on the screen
Let's see
so
it. It's
DK knows what
a-
it actually does? Comes into play, fights up to one target creature you don't control, and whenever it's dealt damage, it fights up to one creature you don't control.
Oh, it just machine guns their board
It's a 10/10 for 9.
for 9.
He's taking
kinda
Torch
want-
of Defiance.
Okay.
A great 4-drop.
Yeah.
The
That's
Jason Mind Sculptor of Red.
great. That's right. Yeah, I don't know if he gets there in Apex Altasaur unless he can cheat it in.
Chandra will do everything for you if you're
Yeah.
a ramp deck. It's such a great card for ramp because when you hit it on 4, you're gonna either kill a creature that's beating you down or ramp into something new. And then if neither of those work, you just get to draw more cards,
Yeah.
which is probably
That's
what you
right.
need to do. He's gonna take a land of some
Now it's
sort.
rip apart, I think.
That was a report. Okay,
Yeah.
it looked like a land, but
Did it? Well, maybe I'm wrong.
No, I don't know. Like, you're probably right.
He's got an Incinerate in the pack.
He's considering this Garrick.
Yeah, okay. Here's Rip Apart.
This is my kind of deck.
That was Garrick Unleashed, I think is what he
Naya.
picked. Is that right?
That's Naya, good stuff, big stuff, and
Okay.
lots of mana acceleration and big haymakers.
Nice. New 4-mana Garrick. I like Unleashed. How do you like him compared to the OG Garrick?
Oh, I have a special spot in my heart for Garrick Wildspeaker, but this one I've played against this one. He's pretty can get pretty gross.
Yeah.
I don't know if I play it in Caleb's deck.
It makes tokens if he wants to go in on the token thing.
It's true. But I guess it's like a -1. Oh, only if they control more creatures than you. -1 make it 3/3.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good.
Didn't like it. All right. Ozcon the Flip didn't like it in testing.
I love Garrick Wildspeaker though.
Yeah.
Is he in the cube?
He is.
Good.
He is.
You passed.
He is. Good.
I'm okay with this cube now.
That is a card.
Chandra Flamecaller came back.
Okay.
This card is really serious. Like,
Mhm. You know what? That makes tokens.
I think I might have taken the Blast the Past though.
I love Blast from the Past. Yeah.
She's like Elspeth level of like 6 mana Planeswalker though, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, Caleb's going very, very big. He's been taking 6 drops, 7 drops, 9 drops. Wow.
I'm sure Caleb knows all about Blast from the Past.
Yeah. No, I'm sure he does. I'm just commenting on his picks here. So he's going to want to get some more ramp, which he's working on. He's got 2 dorks, I think, right? He's got
He's at least 2 mana dorks. He's got a Regavan.
he's got the
He's
Chalice.
got Chalice. He's got Nature's Lore.
Yeah, Assault Monolith.
Nature's Lore just gets a forest too, so he gets any of his green dual lands as well.
Yeah, I love that.
Thing in the ice,
Okay.
probably not making it. That's surprising to see that still there. A Thran Dynamo,
Nice. Well,
and that's
Is that
Ginny.
is that? Oh, I thought he picked Ginny Faye. I've
Ginny?
been talking Ginny Faye this whole time.
Oh
like
no,
he had
didn't
it in
take
the
it.
okay.
But he it's his stick.
Yeah, I don't know that he
That's
that
a
he
good
plays
stick.
it, but we'll see. We'll see what happens in the last pack. Wow. Okay,
So that's the draft, and I
That's
think
true.
if I'm Caleb Durward, I'm feeling real good right now.
Yeah.
I
mean,
got a deck that BK would love drafting.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Well,
That's why I want
that's
to
a
feel good
win.
about Caleb Durward because
Well, because you're BK.
right.
That's true. Yeah. He's Caleb's got a deck. If he could stop right now, build a deck.
Is it good enough to beat Sam Black though? That's what he has to do in order to get out of this pot and go on to our top 8.
Yeah.
And also that's just a bunch of other great drafters for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I wonder what Sam is up to.
I also wonder what Sam was up to. I was trying to like pick his brain on what direction he was planning to go.
Yeah.
And I didn't get a good read on like what he's looking for. He was like, I'm not sure what to do with this cube because there's a ton of counter spells, there's a ton of planeswalkers, there's a ton of aggro creatures, and it's like it feels like no matter what you do, there's like something that's like trumping you really hard in the
that's the rock paper scissors game of aggro mid range control.
So yeah, it does. I think it honestly didn't reveal to him like a really great dominant strategy that he could hit really hard and
that's great
and take advantage of.
That's great. I was talking to another person in the pod, and that person was telling me his strategy was going to be just slam red cards because he was up cubing until 4:30 this morning. So he's ready to turn cards sideways.
How's mono red in your cube?
It's very good.
Quite good.
It's very good. I only know of 2 trophies. The cubes fired a bunch this weekend, but the 2 trophies I know about were red white aggro and Orzhov control.
Nice. Yeah, they should just take the 3-0 deck lists and just hand them to the cube designer at the end. That would be cool. Like where you just got to see what they were.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
next year. Well, we could maybe do it anyway, but
yesterday I pulled some of the deck lists and I was taking pictures on my phone.
Oh, nice. That's a cube enthusiast right there, folks.
I need data. Feed me the data. Inject it right into my veins.
I love data. I'm the kind of person who just like will like look at what happened at a tournament and just like put all the deck lists into like a spreadsheet, or I'll look at like every single like slide deck that got played at an event, would do that, and then like just look at them all side by side to see like what cards everybody was different on, and like I don't know. Data's fascinating.
It
and
is.
Cube has like so much data. Like I want to watch the seminar you all did on Thursday.
Data-driven cube design.
And get a really good look at it. But just I was kind of glancing at it while you were all talking about it, and I'm like, I really want to dig into this because that's what you all were talking about.
Yeah.
And from Cube Cobra, right? You were taking just like stats of like all cubes on Cube Cobra were doing.
Yeah.
And like looked like you had like really great like visualizations of it.
Yeah. I was talking to the Lucky Paper Radio people, some of them. One of them is in chat, however, and not at CubeCon, and we need to get Tjornin. So shout out to Tjornin.
Mm-hmm. We shouldn't get on their case though. Like everybody's got to be feeling extreme FOMO from like not having come to CubeCon, and we'll do it again next year. And let's make it really big next year. If you love what you've seen all weekend, really consider coming out here next time, and we'll make this the best. It already is the best convention of the year.
It's the best convention I've been to in my life. It's amazing.
We're gonna make it even better next year, even bigger next year.
Yeah. I want to tell a story about Tjornin too. Oh yeah, he's got
Tjornin.
Who's in
Who's
chat.
Tjornin? Tell us about.
Well, Tjornin works with is part of Lucky Paper Radio.
And what's that?
And Lucky Paper website. So Tjornin has been integral in doing a lot of the data analytics stuff, and in creating the cube map that takes all the cubes on Cube Cobra. And
Lucky Paper's a podcast.
It's a website, like blog sort of thing with lots of super cool resources. It's also a podcast. So shout out to friends there, Andy Mangold, Anthony Maddox, Parker Lamascus.
Oh man, Andy was who beat me yesterday in the Dichotomy Cube.
Yeah.
His Angel deck.
And a cool data project I had was 2 years ago. One of my cubes ran on Modo. It was branded the Cultic Cube, and I
Uh-huh.
convinced WotC to give me the data about the people who played the cube, all of the matches in the cube.
Oh, nice.
I got spreadsheets and spreadsheets from WotC. So, man, thank you so much to WotC, and thank you so much to lots of friends who are better mathematical minds than me, including Tjornen, who was of enormous help in analyzing all that data. And we produced a series of 4 videos about based on that, and gleaning all
Nice.
sorts of things we could learn from the perspective of both cube designers and also cube players. It was very, very cool. Go to YouTube, the Cultic Cube channel. I'm going to tout myself.
Was
and
this for
check out
that
those.
for this cube?
No, it's for a version of this cube. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I branded the Cultic Cube. It's a version of Eleusis, although it goes even more. There's even flatter power level, so there's not like tinkers and things in it. But it was a cool project.
Cougar, I've driven to Toronto from Madison. It's not that bad. It's like 8 hours, but it's probably like 10 hours. I went to Worlds one year, but we're not that far from you. You can make it.
You can make it. We have people from the Netherlands. We've got people from France.
Yeah,
we've got people from far afield.
Yeah, multiple Europeans making the trip out here.
Yeah.
So that was like amazing to see too.
Yeah, and Canadians. We're our friends in the north are coming on down. That's awesome.
Yep. We're going to take a little break, and we'll be back in very shortly to get our first round. They're just regging the decks up, and then they'll build. We'll be back probably in an amount of minutes that Michael will tell me in a few very shortly.
Very good.
And get a good estimate from him. 20 to 30 minutes, and then we're going to be covering Caleb D himself here playing against his first round opponent. So stay tuned. We're going to have lots of great cube action all day
CubeCon.
today. CubeCon.
Yeah.
CubeCon.
CubeCon.
CubeCon.